Kim Pinckney, and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so I'm going to continue with my idle time here, and working on Year of the Rat. And this is, I believe it's AOA ChanMi. I could be saying that wrong. I apologize if I am. Silly American. Alright, so she is Year of the Rat, so I'm going to be kind of giving her some rat-like elements, and this is going to be a replay of how we got thus far for those who you know, can't hang with an hour, 3-hour video. I will, at the beginning of the video and at the end of the video, I'll show you the time-lapse replay. And then once it's finally done, I'll upload the entire shebang with music without my hand and my paws in the way. So here we are. Give her like a unibrow for a second there. That'd be cute. Okay, so anyway, what I'll be working on today is a hoodie for her, and the overall shape of what's going on in the picture is that she's opening up a wine bottle with her. She's just opened up a wine bottle with her mouth and is about to celebrate, you know, 2020. And this will be like way before 2020, but that's okay. It's all right. Yeah, you know, you just can't stop the muse from, you know, the muses of war once they've been unleashed. So, almost there. I realized that, you know, my overall theme is to kind of have like a street, overall fantastical, cultural smashing, smoosh of images onto this particular thing, because K-pop is reaching all over the world, and gosh darn it, we may as well embrace the heck out of it. And I love it, and you know, and everything about it. So it's like, except for like how they treat the people, and you know, there's issues, but you know, the end product is absolutely fabulous. So here's to them and all their hard work. I am going to remove her ears. Well, let me think. I might be able to use them. I'll keep them for now. I'm going to give her a hoodie. So I'll go ahead and start on that, because I was going to do the arms in a certain way, but when I realized at the last minute, hey, hoodie, hello, totally forgot. So I am going to throw it on another. So we start with another layer. Oh, he's pushing the wrong buttons. I'm going to start moving some of these things down in a bit, but I'm worried that I might change the arms again. Not that worried. So let me go ahead and merge this stuff down. Right down. Except for that one. That was just, let me see if I even need it. Yeah, I kind of need it. Okay, so to give me my shape here. Now, I want her hoodie to kind of be kind of sexy. So, let's see. But still, you know, it's a hoodie. Hoodies aren't, you know, sexy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the hood come down just a little further and kind of crop it a bit. So we'll have a little bit of skin action going on here, but not by much. I never said I was tasteful, just said I was. Alright, so I need a different, there we go, different brush. Oh, did I make her hair disappear? Why, yes I did. Okay, so I'm on the right layer. That's one of my biggest things, is I'm always on the wrong layer. Now, hoodies usually fan out, and this gives me a plenty of space to go ahead and add, you know, her hair, show like what it looks like coming out from behind the hoodie. And let's see, and this hoodie is going to come down just a little bit more. And then let's see, hoodies have oversized hoodies, usually have a lot of gathers and whatnot like that. I didn't realize I didn't do this hand here. So what I do is I just pretty much follow the body and then kind of add the hoodie onto it. Now I'm thinking I gotta fix her neck too. Her neck looks a little awkward. Let's see. We can even show a little bit of her shoulder here. And just have it kind of flop over a bit. Let me see if I can get her body in here. We'll just snag a couple colors here. Let's see, and then I'm going to take my music down just a notch so you can hear me a little bit. Now I apologize, there's a fan going on in the background. My number one fan. And it is drying my socks so that I can wear them for work. Yay. Let's see why this thing is, because it's the skin tone, Kim. Duh. I'm like, why is my blue going away? Oh God, it's early. Okay, and you can tell. Okay, so I want to give her some abs. And I love when they kind of pose like this. Let me see. Now I have no idea what her tummy looks like, so I'm going to kind of improvise, make her a little strong looking. Let's see. Fill this in. Oh, too much. I have some gaps here. As I create more gaps. And more gaps. Okay, let's try this again. Color drop. Oh, didn't catch it. Okay, let's try it again. There's a way to do this. Drop the color and then drop the threshold. Let's see. I'm going to bring it up just a smidge so it fills in everything except for that. Come on, you. There we go. Close enough. Good enough for government work. Okay, and I'm just going to smudge any of these other in-betweeners here. Alright, and let's see, I think I want to do something crazy with this hoodie. We'll turn it into Swiss cheese, why not? We'll put holes in it. No, we won't put holes in it. Let's do something else. Let's see. Now if she's tilted this way, have it come up a little bit like a crop top. Now, there's an image I want to toss on here. Like, kind of like we need to toughen up in 2020 here. So, let's see. I'm wondering if I want to use the gray, or I could do black. Let me get the image on first. Okay. And I'll have to do a little bit of designing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take us into a different program, Adobe Draw, Illustrator Draw, because I like how crisp the lines are. We'll do a quick new one here. We'll do HD paper. Okay, and I want to do like an Oni mouse or something like that, like a demon mouse. So I'm going to try to take an Oni mask and change it into kind of like a mouse type of thing. So let's see, they're very simple shapes here. Let me get out of here. Now I have a lot more tools and things to play with in the other program, so I might just hop back over there and do the mask. Okay, gotta think mouse, think mouse, think angry mouse. Mouse, mouse, mouse. Let's see. We'll have like, whoops. You know, I do. I mean, you know what? I have more things to play with here than I do on the other program. Okay, so we still have our soft brush. I'm going to take it down a notch. Let's see, so let me give him his own layer. Right there. Okay, so for me mouse, yeah, I have this really bad tendency of resting my paws on the screen, and doing that undoes things in a big way. Okay. Let's see, so a mouse's nose. I'm assuming I need to look at a mouse. Give me one quick second. I'm gonna pull up a picture of a mouse. It's not gonna be like photorealistic. There we go. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. Okay, so the nose does not look like my nose. So let me get back. Okay. And the eyes are in the wrong place. Okay, let's try this. Instead of it, there we go. I'm going to do some sketchy lines first. There we go. Highlight here. Okay, so the mouse kind of has, and it's off center, but I'll fix that in a little bit. And then we'll take some Oni looks to it. see, we'll make him cleaner than that. If we do fur, it'll be kind of like how clouds are done. Let's see. Now I want him to look a little angry. Just to kind of make him look a little tough. Like tough mouse. It's a hard life. You never know. Today you're eating cheese, tomorrow you're on someone else's food chain. Everybody's out to get you. And all you're trying to do is just get a meal. Just a little meal, even if it's your last. Let's see. And you gotta be a boss about it, so let's be a samurai. And yeah. See, I would do Korean armor, but it's not as intimidating as the samurai. The samurai is badass. I'm sorry, it's just badass with the intimidation factor. I mean, can you imagine somebody like coming at you with the masks that they have? It's just like insane. They look like nightmares, as they should. That's what they're going for. I am your worst nightmare. You don't want to meet me on the field. You really don't. Let's see if this lends well. This cutesy little mask here. Let me put that out there. And then we'll throw, let's see, I think I want to do the whiskers like the clouds. Let's see. Let's go back him, go back him. Let's see. Or do I want to do them like spikes? Let's see. Here's what it would look like if it was like spikes. And we'll just do them. Let's see. Kind of like little katanas? No. Let's do it like, let's get that out of there. Kind of like how I was about to do the teeth. Let's see. There we go. Alright. So I'm going to just kind of ignore how the shirt is right now and go back to blue, because I'm going to this is going to be like what is it called, just the layer I'm going to use before I do the serious outline. So maybe I should bring it up higher. That way we can see teeth. Make this part kind of mask-like. Alrighty. And then we'll have the jaw come down. Ooh, not quite what I expected, but we'll see how it looks at the very end. Just really want him to look super intimidating for a mouse. Or I could keep it cute. Oops, that's not turning out right. Oops. Just trying to do the cap. Like this would be like those, the part of the armor that sticks up. I forget what it's called, but it's like a U shape. And then, let's see. Instead of having this part in front of the eyes, just have this part here. Kind of like a little visor. About like, let's see, oh, this is supposed to be above the visor. Okay, let me see. Erase. Visor has its
7 days a week, the darkest hours.
Shadows here.
We let it all out, we're well concealed.
This will be all black.
And every moment when I'm with you is a blessing. No more stressing. So if you want,
Now I'm debating whether or not I want to leave it all the way, the nose all the way down here, if I want to bring it up like a human face. I'll just leave it. Okay, let's see. We're going to do the outer part that comes around here. Maybe if I bring this in some. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Oh, now that looks badass without having the big jaw. I think that gets the point across, but we'll see what it looks like with the jaw and without. So we'll do the plates coming down this way and then going in. Yeah, probably don't need it that low. Yeah. And it comes behind here.
Yeah, I know you need some cure for the pain. What can I do? I keep falling for you. Don't fall so true. I keep falling for you. Falling for you. History is love, 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 love. History is love, love, love.
Excuse me. All right.
Yeah, I know you need some cure for it.
All right. Okay, so this is the mouse so far, and then we'll throw like the little plates here. Have our mouse Oni here. Yeah, there'll be a lot of cultural adaptations here, and I like it because that's purely American. I swear, not like cultural appropriation, but a cultural melting pot. So you got a black lady, American, drawing a Korean K-pop star, wearing street art that is reminiscent of like feudal Japan type of stuff, with the Asian zodiac. So we got a few cultures mixing here. And it in part kind of goes with the story that I'm writing, where the world that we know it is pretty much like kaput, and people have got to get along, and in that process of trying to get along, you know, they definitely adopt each other's cultures and become like a mixed breed of human or humanoid. We've got elves and orcs and stuff like that, fairies, mystical creatures coming back into the world. And it's kind of mixed with a bit of cyberpunk, but more Shadowrun than cyberpunk. Let's go ahead and make it more rat-like there. So a person like this like totally blends in to my little world. And then instead of having, let's see, we could have the teeth come down like this, and then have the whiskers, kind of like a warthog, and then vary in size. Okay, so let's go ahead and make it so that we can all see it. I'm going to turn this black. Come down in there. On the other layer here, I'm going to kind of, what is the word, make this a little bit more transparent. Opacity. Drop that opacity. Drop it like it's hot. Alright, there we go. And then, okay, so the ears, start with the ears first. And I think I'll put a notch in the ears. Let's see, we'll put a little bit of a notch there. Kind of, well, not yet. We won't put a notch in yet. Whoops. Let me just decorate it first. And this is just a graphic on a tee, so I'm going to have to make it a little bit more form-fitting. I'm going to put the year, I'll put the rat symbol right here on the center. Let's see. Well, let me fix those ears, because the rat has curved ears, but not like, well, yeah. General Mouse. We will subdue all cats. We will break all traps. Let's see, I'm going to alternate between black and gray here. Kind of maybe smudge it to get our gray here. Yeah, that looks better smudging it instead of trying to add another gray color. And I just go back over the black here. Kim can't trace. Since we're rats, I think I'll put a hint of red in the eye. Let's go ahead and color this all in. We'll make it look like katanas. Oops. The whiskers here. Or just blades, pretty much. You know, I think I want this on a shirt. Like this Year of the Rat type of thing. Okay. smudge this. I love how I can get like so dang close. Let me throw some gray in here anyway. And then, let's see, we'll throw some white in at the end. Oh yeah, the rat symbol. Let me see. Zoom out a bit. And then, I hate when it won't let me move it. There we go. Stop being a bear. You're a mouse, not a bear. There we go. Now I can come down in size. Okay, give me a second. Okay, good enough for government work. You won't be able to see it anyway because it's so tiny. Okay, alright, back to the black. And before I do that though, that, select, and then we'll make that black too. There we go. Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was going to let me color right on top of it. Okay, so let's merge you down. Because I've only got so many layers I can use. I don't need the 9 right now. So we work on 7. Okay. You know, for giggles, I think instead of gray, I think I want to use like a blue-gray. Or, yeah, you know, instead of a plain gray. And that'll go underneath. And I want to give it more like a metallic look. We'll make it bluer. Ooh, that does not suck. And then we can throw white in there in a bit. Let's see. So here's blue, blue. Switch it back to black. Oh, no! Okay, fine, be that way. Okay. Take this line down just a smidge. Yeah, this weekend was absolutely nuts. Our pharmaceutical entrepreneurs, they live like directly across from me. And, oh, don't tell me, I just lost my blue. That's okay. I can always get it back. Yeah, and it sounded like they were setting off fireworks. And I'm like, okay, there's no occasion for fireworks. But they didn't sound like fireworks. I mean, they did with these little booming sounds. These fools were using automatic weapons outside. I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. And there was a firefight going on outside. And after it dies down, I'm looking at the sky thinking, oh, you know, somebody's setting off fireworks. I wonder if they're interesting to look at. You know, they're so loud and obnoxious, like the ones that professionals set off. And there was no fireworks. I'm like, okay, well, maybe they just waited till the nighttime to set them off. And I'm looking for fireworks, and I open my door to look into the sky, and I see my neighbor come out, and she's on the phone. And I go, what was that? And she goes, I don't know, shrugs her shoulders and says gunshots. So I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Those were gunshots? Usually in the hood here, it doesn't sound like gunshots. They sound like little pat 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 sounds, right? That's the kind of the guns that they used, usually. And they shoot at each other, and they always miss each other, except when they don't. But their buddies are pretty quick to drag their bodies inside or whatever, so, you know. The cops usually take forever to get over here if you call, and this time I didn't call, I didn't bother. I'm like, okay, whatever, Darwinism, y'all gonna off each other. But I looked out the window before I opened the door, and I saw two cars racing off, and I heard a voice say something like, they went that way, and I'm like, oh, and they shut their door. And another guy, a couple guys I saw walking back, all pissed off and bent out of shape, like, yeah, well, you play with frickin' drugs, this is what you get. You know, is the money really frickin' worth it? Is it really that damn good? You know, and I was asking myself that. I'm like, is it really that good that you'd risk everything for it? It just makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. I'd rather be poor and happy and be able to sleep through the night than have to, you know, be rich off of someone else's misfortune and addictions. They're demons. I don't know. It's just, I don't understand the life. I don't. I know, you know, every day's a hustle, and every day people are hustling, but there's got to be a better way. It's so not worth it. And they never brought automatic weapons to the hood before. I never heard that shiznit before. And I've been here for 10 years. Over 10 years. And I've never heard automatic weapons out here before. But it sounded like a war zone. I'm like, that is some hellacious fireworks that they're setting off. And these people, they'd like to set off fireworks, whether it is Father's Day, Mother's Day, New Year's Day, frickin' Groundhog's Day. They don't give a rat's ass. They'll set them off. Yeah, yesterday was not their day, cause definitely not their day. And somebody was unhappy with their product or sellers. I don't know. But eventually the cops showed up. I didn't hear any screaming. I didn't hear any women, you know, wailing for their loved ones. So I didn't go out and bother to lend a hand as far as CPR or something like that went. So I just kept my happy ass inside. But I looked down and I saw my trash piece be taken out. And I'm like, damn it. It's like once you see it, you can't unsee it, you know. And I'm like, but I want to take my trash out. This stuff stinks. I'm like, but I kind of want to live to see tomorrow, even if I have to go to work for it. Yeah, so the cops eventually showed up, like 20 minutes later. Guys are already ass to the wind. And, but they're hanging around a little bit longer, right? They stayed over an hour. They never stay over an hour. They do their business and leave. So they must have got somebody. I tried to find any kind of information on it in the news, and of course, nothing. Like, I want to say about 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, a guy he died outside in his car. And my son tells me, and he's nowhere around here, but he's got a friend that lives somewhere around here, that a guy shot his father or something like that. Well, I was telling my son that I went out to go lend a hand, you know, if there's anybody that needed help, you know, because I had been trained in CPR, and I heard, you know, the wailing, and, you know, I hate to see another little brother go down. And I went out to try to help, but before I could help, you know, the cops came. So I'm like, good, finally. It took them at least 10 or 15 minutes to get there, which means the guy pretty much bled out. And what kills me is there's a cop substation about 10 blocks away. 10 blocks. There was no reason for this guy to have to bleed out. With just a cop substation right up the damn street. Right up the street. Near Busch Gardens. What do you call it? A tourist attraction place. You know, amusement park. There was no reason for this guy to die. We couldn't find the bullet wounds. We couldn't put pressure on it. And, I mean, we really tried. His family was a hot mess. They were like, they couldn't believe he had a gun. You know, it was so damn tragic. And it didn't have to happen. These people just leave these damn drugs alone. Leave it alone. It's not for you. Literally. There's no retirement plan in this job. You got like one of three options: death, jail, or you actually leave. There's no And if watching Scarface doesn't tell you, you know, nothing will. You know, he didn't go out. He went out like a punk. Okay, all right. He went out like a boss, but he's a dead boss. That was a lot of damn bullets they put into that man. And for some of these guys, like the guy that died a few weeks ago, that was one bullet. So it sounded like a damn hand cannon. It sounded like the damn cannons that were going off outside, like Elmer Fudd chasing after Bugs Bunny with a frickin' cannon. But this time, there was a mixture of cannon shots and, what is it called? Little pat-pat-paps and other shots that were a little bit faster than that. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Such is the world I live in. That's why I keep my ass inside. I don't talk to nobody. Don't do nothing. Hi and bye to my neighbors. You know, and just try to hopefully keep an eye out on their kids, make sure that they're not playing in the street or doing something that they shouldn't be doing. It's not my job, but, you know, gotta look out for the little ones. And that's what pisses me off the most. I know these guys gotta handle their business, but there's kids that live here. They live in this neighborhood. This place is infested with kids. Yeah, Tampa. Lovely Tampa. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Pimping ain't easy, and neither is this, you know, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. There was like this one guy, he lived across from me. Him and his family lived like right across from me. Not the same area as the other folks, but like even closer. And he got shot. He was walking down the street with a friend of his, and he got shot in the head. He survived. His family moved away, but he's here. He came back to hang out with these guys. I'm like, I'm telling you, there's no kind of friendship in the world. When Lord gives you he threw him a bit of a curveball, but you know, it's like, you got your life, bro. You survived this. And the cops took forever to get to him, too. His mom, I remembered his mom, would not let anybody sleep. They shot my baby all night long. All night long. She did not sleep, and neither did I, because she was inconsolable and all night long. So to try to prevent that, I tried to lend a hand when the smoke is cleared, the cars have run off, and I don't know. We complain about the police violence, but yeah, we still have our own problems with the people shooting each other, and it's sad. Can't we all just get along? No. that's a big no, and good buddy. But one day, either that or they'll all kill themselves off. It's a hard way to look at it, but it's pretty tragic. And what I wonder is, Did they catch them? The guys that drove off in the car to go after these guys, did they catch them? And the cops were here a good portion of the night, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were like around the bend. And what I wanted to do was like call to see if we can get some, after all those shots and stuff, I'm like, what if a kid got hit? You know, what if my kid would have gotten hit by, coming to visit me? Yeah, all my kids are grown now. You know, but what if one of them came to visit? You know, just pulling up. It's pretty sad. It's ridiculous. I just wanted to see if I could talk to somebody and ask them, can y'all patrol just a little bit more on the weekends? Really appreciate it. Just a little. You know, it's funny. The police responded faster. Like there was when I had worked at a Michael's, and the people forgot that I was in the building counting the money, and they left. So they left me in there, count the money, and set the alarm. And I had just become a manager and hadn't gotten my codes yet. So the motion detectors went off, and the cops got to me faster. You know, I tried to call the supervisor, and she was on her way back, but the motion detector went off because I went to the door to see where is everybody, because usually we gather, do a roll call, you know, make sure everybody's accounted for, walk everybody to their car and leave, you know, make sure everybody's got a ride home, and you know, or has their rides coming, you know, that sort of thing. And they left my ass. I'm like, how do you forget me? And then other people in the morning, when they asked the same thing, how do you forget Kim? Holy crap. As loud as I am, as boisterous as I am, there's no forgetting this chick. No. That doesn't happen. And all I kept thinking was, man, I must have lost weight or something for people to forget my ass. Am I that insignificant? I guess so. Yeah, that definitely messed with my ego. But what I was trying to say was that the cops came faster there than they do here. And there's a substation like right up the street from us. And it's not just this neighborhood. When I lived a few blocks away from this neighborhood, it took them a hot minute to get to, and then I was even closer to the, what is it called? The station. I was even closer. And I had seen this guy beating the shiznit out of his old lady. I mean, he had her in the parking lot, beating her. Oh my gosh, he was beating her ass. I ain't never seen a beat down like that before. And what killed me is that the parking lot, my bedroom overlooks the parking lot. So I had like a ringside seat. The only thing missing was like Don King. I mean, it was on and popping. She did not fight back. There was another person that came out and dragged them both into their apartment. But before she did that, I was on the phone with the police, and another thing that kills me, my neighbors just stepped over them, stepped behind, you know, to get to their car and leave. They didn't do nothing. They didn't say nothing. They just, all right, must be a Tuesday. You know, oh, you're getting your point across? It looks like you done told her twice. You know, that's a really bad joke. What do you say to a person with two black eyes? Nothing, you done told them twice. Yeah, and they took forever to get to them. forever. He already beat her behind. I gave them a description. He was so, the view was so close that I could see the markings on his shirt from where I was looking down. I gotta fix this right here. It's just nice to know that if I need help, people are gonna come running. Not. And what pisses me off the most is that the cops came right to my door. Right to my door. I got 3 kids. They were all teenagers at the time. That was fun. Yeah, but came right to my door. And the guy that I called the police on was parked diagonal from them. So he could have seen me, my kids, and all that shiznit because they came straight to my door. I'm like, couldn't you have at least taken him away first? I didn't even open the door. I told him, look, here's my phone number, call me. Do not come to my door, I live here. And they did that again here in this neighborhood. This is why people don't want to call the cops. Either it happens just way too infrequently, or their training just sucks balls. I don't know. It could be a combination of all of that. Katana mouse. I don't know. But, yeah, they must have got one last night, because they never stay over an hour. The only other time they stayed over an hour was when the young guy, I thought he had shot himself. I thought that he's one of those idiots that wore his gun in his waistband and shot himself when he got into his car, forgetting that, you know, maybe the safety wasn't on, you know. Because we couldn't find the wound right off the bat, and all the blood had pooled at his feet. So we figured he must have shot himself in the leg. But then my son tells me, like a week later, that the guy was shot by his son. And I don't know how that could happen. Well, then again, you know, I wasn't out there the whole time. I only came out like 5 minutes later when I started hearing screams. So, or voices, raised voices. And if you got a gun, tell your family you have a gun, because they were in such dismay. One of the girls was like saying, "Where'd you even get a gun?" That's why I kind of assumed that he shot himself. You know, that he, and I hadn't seen the family since. They're like 2 houses down from me. I guess we keep different hours or something, but yeah, my heart goes out to them. But he had a gun in this neighborhood. This one's a little off. You know what? Instead of breaking my neck, I got the technology, because, let's see, here we go. Oops. Let me take this. This is looking badass. I'm sorry. I'm liking it. If I do say so myself. Okay. I just want to bring this up a bit to be kind of even with the other one here. Yeah, it's interesting. When I draw, it never or rarely ever resembles what I have in my mind. Not that I'm complaining, but it's a start of what's in my mind, but it's not exactly what I had played out in my mind's eye of what this is supposed to look like. Like I wanted to put a mouse on here, But it was going to be like an abstract mouse like this. Or something like that. You know, it would have been like something like that with a mouse. Or something like that. You know, something basic like a pizza with ears and whiskers. But no. No, it's become a samurai. Yes, Kimberly. You are a weirdo. Okay. Alright, let's finish up this this line work. Bring that back down. And it's funny, even though I have the ability to do nice crisp lines, nice crisp straight lines and stuff like that, I still gravitate to the jagged line, like I draw with pencil. And let me see if I can do crisper lines instead of what I've got going on here. Like one stroke instead of like 10 strokes to get what I need. So let's see. One of these brushes. This is, I listed this as my favorite outliner. If I close up the gaps in my shape, it'll fill it for me, so I don't have to spend time trying to wiggle it on in there. Ain't nobody got time for that. And what kills me is this, all this detail, and this thing is going to end up being this big, if it anything. Let's see if we can throw some more detail into this mask here. Now I'm wondering if I want to put the bottom here. Let me clean up some more of these lines. I like how vibrant this blue is. Okay, let's throw some white in here. I'm going to shade this a little in gray. Make that a little bigger. Let's see. And then I'll come back over it with white. Let's see. What gray do I like? I wanted a blue gray. More gray than blue. Bring that up some. Oh, we've got switch brushes. You need to be a little softer. Let's see, and yeah, we'll carry it on through here. We'll have like a combination of gray and blue and white happening on this right here. See, I need to put I'm thinking about putting I don't know, I'm going to put something underneath it or something like that, or, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I can put on here. It did not just make a square. Look at you. Come here. Oh, it undid this one. Okay, let's see. We'll just kind of close it out. Close that out. I'm not going to be finicky. This is going to be so tiny that nobody's going to see it. Bigger. These are coming out a little bit too far, but that's okay. And then we'll throw some of that blue in there. There you are. Just kind of smudge it on down. Smudge it on down. Sissy smudge. Yeah, I don't have the most stable of fingers. So, oops. Alright, so we'll do the same thing on this side, and oh, brutal. It's almost 6 o'clock. Okay. I was hoping to get through this a lot faster. But no, you had to do a frickin' samurai symbol, whatever. kind of carry this on down. Carry it on down.
Talk to me, I kinda wanna understand what you mean.
Then I'll just kind of smudge all this stuff on my own
We
time.
never ever should have played it this real. Got me down under your thumb. Just let me out, just let me have fun. Memory, talk to me. I kinda wanna understand what I feel. I love her, I want her, I need her, but you're so serious. She's trouble, I trust you, I hate you, cause you're probably right. But I forget when she gives me that smile. It's like I never felt so alive.
Alright.
I'll give up the day that I died. Any sooner is a waste of my love. I'll give up the day that I died. Any sooner is a waste of my love. My love. Waste of my love.
Yeah, I'm kind of abusing the smudge tool here because it looks pretty awesome before I start to smudge.
Leave it all up to fate, but there is a part of me, the memories just haunting me, telling me, begging me to listen to myself and let me.
I'm gonna go ahead and smudge it and then come back over it one more time with its color.
Do better, cause you're probably right. But I forget when she gives me that smile. It's like I never felt so alive. I'll give up the day that I died. Any sooner is a waste of my love. I'll give up the day that I
Alright,
died.
let's go back over it one more time. But I forget when she gives me that smile. It's like I never felt so alive. I'll give up the day that I died. Any sooner is a waste of my love. I'll give up the day that I died. Any sooner is a waste of my love. My love. Waste of my love. There is a waste of my love, waste of my love. There is a waste of my love. Alright, so now all I need to do is just come back with some highlights. And we're just going to add some here and there. Kind of smudge them into the mix. Hopefully, eventually, it'll make a little bit more sense. And let's see, I said I was going to put a little bit of red in the eye. Let's see. Smudge that up a bit. then maybe just a hint of, there we go, and then maybe some white.
I'd rather be spending it on working out. Some say I'm too uptight, but I disagree. I wake up and live my dream.
There we go, and maybe we take the hairbrush here and we'll just kind of jag it up. Just put a little bit lower. There we go. It can't hurt to do that here as well. Alrighty, well I gotta get going, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the replay. And for giggles, we'll just go ahead and get this guy to the size that he needs to be. We'll get rid of this layer. We'll put it right here, and then we'll just adjust the gotta go over her boobs here. There we go. Doesn't suck too bad. Just gonna have that thin fit. There we go. Alright. And then we'll go ahead and do a little replay here. And then I think I'll just go over those eventually. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. If you have any questions, give me a holler. And I love when people pop on in and say hi in the chat. So don't be a stranger. I won't bite and I won't shoot. At least not first. Just teasing you guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye. Sayonara. Avidase. What's that? Anan? I forgot how to say the hello goodbye, but hello, goodbye, aloha, arrivederci. I'm going to leave you guys to the music that's playing and the replay.